Hello. I'm gonna do my week 6 check-in. So this week was this week was a little bit off for me in the sense of like there were some days I couldn't even do a full morning page, some days I couldn't even write anything, and that was like really affecting my brain. The ability like not to write my feelings all out and like understand what I'm thinking. Anyways, let me talk about what we talked about and then I'll go back to that. But we talked about, it was this sense of abundance. So it was basically talking about money and luxury and what that means and looking at it differently and stuff. But some of the things that I underlined that really spoke to me, this part, making art begins with making hay while the sun shines. It begins with getting into the now and enjoying your day. So, yeah, I liked that part because I just don't be doing that. This part is also, it's in the same section, but it says, as you expect God to be more generous, God will be able to be more generous to you. This whole chapter was, and as I've talked about in the last video, when I say like God means like the universe to me. That's like my personal belief. So this whole chapter was talking about thinking about money differently and not thinking that the universe is against you. The universe wants you to thrive and the universe wants you to have, like, here's this part right here. Thinking like this is grounded in the idea that the universe is a stern parent with very rigid ideas about what's appropriate for us, and you'd better believe that we won't like them. This stunned universe concept needs alteration. So it's basically talking about like God or like the universe can mean so many things. It does not have to be like this cut and dry version, and we're able to like, this is introducing us to another way of thinking of it and able to think of it differently. Sorry. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about this anymore. But basically, it was talking about money, talking about luxury. I like realize I do live a luxurious life in a good way. Like, I mostly serve at night right now. So, when I'm able to have like my days to do this, to relax, to hang out, to be present, to work through my things, and it's been weird recently. This past like 2 weeks maybe, I don't know why, I have just been struggling to write a freaking morning page, a full one at least. It's like this was yesterday. What? And then like what? Like, I don't know. I'm trying not to be as hard as on myself. But I was talking about it in one of these because I can just, it's like, let me look at it. Because I'm trying to think of a different way to do my morning pages. I'm trying not to fall back on my old habits of I should accomplish this today, I should accomplish that today, let me do this today. Like, I'm trying not to fall back on my old habits of that, because that's what my morning pages used to be, and all they would do is stress me out. And like, I would just think about all the tasks I would need to do, and then I would think about how I still have like a whole page to write, and then I don't know how to write it, and and then I would stop my morning pages early. That used to be one of the reasons why I would do that. But so I'm talking, this is like my one from the second, a few days ago, and looking back at it because I really like leaned into looking at it. Sorry, I need to drink some water. Give me a second. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. So in this one, I am Okay, my voice. Let me come back to my thoughts. I talk about I feel like my brain is falling back into its old ways before I started the artist way. In the sense of like it's falling back into its like stagnant, still state. Because I've been talking about how it's feeling like I can't really hear my voice in my head. But it's like she's just stuck in amber. It's like it's the mosquito from freaking Jurassic World. Where like I'm like, hello, let's do something, let's have some thoughts, let's go, and it's just like it's an echo chamber. It's quiet. It's like there's no. I thought a week ago, I think maybe a few days ago, I did this like massive journal day where I talked about a prompt. Yes, I did at the end of last week. I did a prompt where I really just talked about something and dived deeper into that. And that was like one of the last times I did like a full lengthy morning page, because I also like put on my headphones and just like went. I think it's because also I'm writing my morning pages like with other people, like with my housemates, like also journaling. And I don't know if that's like stopping me or what, but it doesn't feel like it is. Like it's kind of like parallel play in a sense. I don't know. But basically, when I talked about when I was writing about this prompt and writing about this idea, it like unlocked something in me. I don't know. I found out I like hadn't worked through something that I thought I worked through like in high school, like years ago. But I found out I just like convinced myself that I worked through it and like pushed it down so far that like I convinced myself that it was healed and that I was better, but it was really just like hidden from me. So that was like a fun thing to figure out and go through and realize that I still have to like grow through. Like I ended the entry with, wow, I need to sit with this. And that was like literally how I ended it. But that was the last time I had like a super deep real morning pages, and I don't know what's been going on with me recently. Like literally I was going to try to talk about it yesterday, and I start with I don't know what has gotten into me, but I've not had the will to write and dig into my feelings like I used to. And my mental health is worsening because of it, and I know it. But I still keep on this path of not wanting to continue. I don't know how to reignite my passion and drive, or really how to hold myself accountable to keep going. And it's just really interesting that that's all I wrote. That was it. I just don't know what's going on. Like, man, it's just like so much to think about, so much to experience, so much to be. I don't know. And it's like kind of getting close. Like I'm feeling like I need a change in my life, like a move or like a next step, something. But I don't know how. I don't know how to make that move. I don't know how to make that step. And I'm thankfully oh my goodness. Okay, pretend that didn't happen, okay? Because I don't want to start over. I thankfully am starting to see a clearer vision of what I want my life to look like in a few months. Because that was the thing I was majorly like dealing with. I can't even see me anymore. That was the thing I was majorly dealing with in the beginning, where I like had no sense of what I wanted, where I saw my life, where I wanted to move on to next. And I I think I have a clear vision of what I want that to look like now. But now it's the how. And now that I'm saying this out loud, and because I've been really getting down on myself, thinking that this isn't doing anything for me, or like I'm not doing the artist way right. And especially because recently I haven't been able to do like full morning pages, I have been feeling like I've been like cheating the system, or like just like cheating myself really, and like not doing this to its full potential. So I was worried that like the artist way wouldn't work because I was quote unquote doing it wrong. And I'd say it's like my biggest fear throughout this whole thing. But like like talking right now through this, like I realized that I didn't know what I wanted my life to look like in a few months. I didn't know where to go next. I knew I needed something different, but I didn't know what I wanted that to look like. And now going through my journal pages and doing this, digging deeper into what I really want and where I see my life, I have been able to work through what I want my life to look like, which is a thing that I should understand and be proud of, because originally I had no idea. I was so blind to it, I guess. Lost. But I think it just shows that just like literally keep going through it, give me some time to go through it, because it's not gonna help just to like sit there and wish that you could figure it out. Just sit there and wish that you could. No, it's sometimes you have to go through the unknown of diving deeper into understanding what I need, what I want, and sometimes it comes out later. And that's just the thing I have to remember, that like these answers aren't going to be immediate. These answers to my questions that I've had aren't going to just come to me the second I finish a Artist Way chapter, or it's not going to come to me in one morning pages. Like I got to keep consistent, got to keep going. And yeah, I don't know, my brain is just stuck really. But that's great. But now I'm just stuck on how to execute these next steps that I want to take, and how to keep holding myself accountable and keep going, because my like brain has been failing me. My brain has been failing me and like stopping me from doing what I want. So that's really what's been going on. Just the standard, I feel stuck, you know, but I feel like that's just a general feeling of your 20s, at least your early 20s. But I saw a video last night on TikTok that was great. It was talking about like the universe, and I actually should write some of the things that I saw in the video, because I saw a few videos last night that were like really spoke to me, and it like felt like kind of clairvoyant, because it was like the perfect time that I was feeling lost. And it was like always at night when like things feel bigger and scarier, and but also more attainable. Like I'm able to like wish for the future and like yearn, I guess. But anyways, I saw a few videos last night that just basically were talking about like, this is the in-between time, and it's okay that it feels off, feels weird, feels like I don't know what I'm doing. I have to go through this in-between time because my old habits aren't serving me anymore, and I'm finding ways and learning ways how to get new habits. As my old habits start to disappear, I'm clearing room to bring in more habits. So that's where I'm at right now, and it's okay to feel lost. It's okay to feel Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what path I'm going. Because I'm in between two chapters, simply. And when I think about what I want my life to look like in the next few months, I could feel that that's going to be a next big chapter, because like, this is the end of my year off. This is the end of my like college town living. This is the start of my like out of college living, because I've like still in the house I lived in during college. And yeah, this is just the in-between, and I just have to remember that, and I'm in the right place, and I'm doing all the right things, and I just have to keep on these paths. So I think I'm going to cut this off here, but this really helped. What? Talking about my feelings really helped my feelings feel better? What? Anyways. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna talk to you later. Okay? So that's all that on that. Thanks. See ya.